Hi. Yeah, copy. Mana copy. Cheers. Nice. I love this.
Beautiful fingerstyle arrangement. This is from the original song. He is an incredible fingerstyle acoustic player.
Kopi. Kopi mana kopi?
Is that a cigarette that he's holding with his guitar strings? That is amazing. All right, let's go.
Nice. I love this.
Beautiful fingerstyle arrangement. This is from the original song.
Mans was like, hold on, let me cook. Just hold my cigarette, Mr. Guitar.
It's just incredibly precise. I've just got to stop it there and say I'm already blown away. So as well as that original kind of fingerstyle opening that we're used to hearing, which is in the original song, he combines that with the melody from the singing. So he's doing these open chord shapes. You can see him playing a C and then kind of like a suspended C, an A minor and a suspended A sort of shape in the intro, and then changing between some of these kind of quite well-known open chords, and then suddenly brings in quick movements and runs and slides, and that's following the exact kind of vocal line of the singer. So the singer kind of goes, I close my eyes, da 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 da, and that exact kind of vocal line is what's followed, but he manages to do that and keep going the strumming pattern, alternating the kind of picking on the right hand and keeping this dun 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 finger picking thing, which is incredibly impressive. The song in itself, if you're kind of learning guitar, is a challenging one, taking on this sort of Travis finger picking type thing where you're alternating where your thumb is picking on the strings and then playing your other fingers. But to do that and then add in all what the kind of singer is singing is incredibly impressive, and the way he keeps it all in time and smooth is amazing. Let's get back to it. Some of these shapes are incredible, how quickly he moves between them. Oh. Some of the stretches on those chords there were incredible, and you could notice it was bringing in some sort of dissonant feeling. Like the chords weren't clearly happy or sad, it was this kind of in-between feeling, you know, like they make you feel you're not sure what you feel about them, you're not sure what they mean until you hear the chord that follows. And what I really love about that in the context of this song is the song is quite profound. It's about life. It's about how life is kind of both beautiful and kind of impermanent, right? It's over very quickly, but then it's all these beautiful moments that only last kind of a short period, but then they're gone. But all of those beautiful things together are what life is. So it really feels like he's channeled into the kind of meaning and feeling of the song with how he's moving through the chord changes. It's really beautiful. And what I noticed, as well as doing that kind of alternating picking on his right hand that I mentioned with his thumb, you could see there as well a standard thing that some finger picking players do, where he was bringing his thumb on his kind of left hand, the one that's on the neck, and bringing his thumb down onto the bass E string, so the thick E string on top of the guitar, and that way you can play notes on the top whilst having your other fingers at the bottom. And it just means you can kind of have this light and dark. You can have these dark kind of lower bass notes and the lighter chord. So as an example of this, and this is more of a kind of beginner to intermediate player thing compared to some of the other crazy stuff he's done, but there was one point where he had a D chord, he was playing a D major, and then with his thumb he was over the bass string and holding down the 2nd fret. And so that's a D major slash F sharp, because it's a D major but the lowest note is this F sharp he's holding with his thumb. And it's just things like that, little kind of details that he's added, and these dissonant stretching chords that make this so impressive and ultimately give it the right feeling. Because I think this is such a big song for profoundness and depth of kind of feeling of what life's about, that really the way he's kind of transcribed it for this kind of finger picking style is incredible. Wow, I think that's the violin part. Really nice transition back to the finger picking style.
Wow, that's such a beautiful rendition. When I'm closing my eyes, I swear to God, it feels like there's multiple guitars playing. I know there isn't, but that is so crazy at how good he is. Also, I never noticed that his guitar is signed by himself, like with his YouTube name. That's super interesting. I've never noticed that. I wonder if that's recent or not. That was a beautiful rendition though. I mean, like, to just be able to just be like, hold on, let me just play this really quick. Like, turn the camera on, record, play, hit pause, and then like go about your day. Like, wow. It's so surreal. But I thoroughly enjoyed that. That was a beautiful rendition of Dust in the Wind. Yeah, I mean, Alip just has such a calming presence with his guitar. It's always super nice. Like, I feel like I should start listening to the song, like his songs, like his renditions at the beginning of the day, because it might just like set my whole day up to just be like calm and smooth and How is this cigarette not burning out?
There was one thing that I noticed that was constant, and it is really great. It's not easy to do. I'm not sure if anybody know Alipbata sits there all comfortably playing the song, and his guitar is smoking while he's doing that because the guitar is freaking hot, you know. But there was a constant timing, a constant beat, time signature was happening while he was playing, and it never stopped. It was constantly through the song. Those bass notes and that bass line was constant, and then his fingers were moving like some little spider legs all over the guitar board, melody and chords and everything going at the same time. This Alipbata is just superb. He's brilliant. He's a mastermind on these strings. But what I was hearing is something like this. All of that. He was doing some of that things, and it was crazy because that was constantly through the song, non-stop for what, 3+ minutes, 3 minutes 26 seconds. He was just constantly and he was just going on and on, chords, melody, bass line, and the pulse just kept on going, and he never dropped off the beat. He's like a human, what you call it? Oh my goodness. A tempo, a constant tempo, a pulse, a time clock, a human clock ticking away, tick tock, tick tock, like brilliant work from the master of strings.